Hey, up here. What's up, guys? It's your favorite garage gym girly, Kinsey. I am back with another review. This time it's on the DD09 Leg Press Hack Squat Combo Unit from GMWD. Fun fact, I actually used to own the older model of this, so I have some thoughts and feelings on this newer version that they came out with. So watch and see to see what I think about this baby. Now, if you check this unit out on their website, the first thing it says in the description is that this unit is 5 years in the making. They have taken market feedback and actually implemented those changes. It's cool because I used to own the old model, so I have firsthand experience knowing that they've actually made changes that really annoyed me in the old model. I actually became frustrated with the old model and ended up getting the Force USA compact unit. So when they asked if they could send this to me for an honest review, I was actually excited to see the changes that they've made. So here are some of the changes that they've made, and then we'll get into the specs. Now, the first thing that annoyed me in the old model is that when you were doing hack squats and you put your back against this backrest, when you'd push up, because your pressure would be right here, this back plate would tip, and it was very annoying because it would tip about 1/2 inch. So it would actually wobble like this up and down. And so what they did is they added a little tightening screw in the back here, which I'll show you a close up. But that tightening screw allows you to tighten that backrest in, and so you don't have any of that tip or that wobble. And oh my gosh, like, it makes the experience a lot more comfortable. Another change that they made from their old model, and just so you guys know what you're getting, if you didn't have the old model and you just want to take a look at this new model, this is me going over the safety spotters. But the old model had a center post sticking out right here, and that didn't allow you to hit depth, and it was just in the way when you're getting in and out of the machine. It made it so they had to make the frame a little bit wider so that you actually had room to step on either side of that post. Now the safety spotters are these pegs right here, and you have 3 different adjustment points, and they work great. This machine is going to take up 84 inches this way and 34 inches this way, which isn't a huge change from their old model, but their old model did have weight horns on the top, which added an additional 8 inches to each side. So it does save you some room on that. That does mean you can't load up as much weight on this machine, but I think they're going for a more compact version, and that's good because this machine right here behind me only takes up 19 square feet, and that's a lot less than some of the compact units out there. So if you have a longer rectangular space that you can fill in your home gym, this might be a good option for you. All right, guys, let's talk about these weight horns and the weight capacity of this thing. Each weight horn right here, the weight that you're actually pushing, you can load up to 250 each side, so a total of 500 pounds. And then each storage weight horn, you can load up to 175 each side, totaling 350 pounds for storage. This is a little bit less beefy than their old model, but I appreciate it because I think they're just trying to make this more compact and a lighter version that services most people. It's not going to be for all people, but for someone like me, I'm 5'2", I'm short, I can hit depth on hack squat and leg press, which is very important to me. Probably better than any unit I've ever tried, and I'm certainly not going to be leg pressing 500 pounds, and I'm definitely not going to be throwing on 500 pounds for a hack squat. So it services a majority of people, but if you are someone who really loads up heavy leg presses, this unit might not be for you. But if you're someone who is just trying to get strong in their home gym and they need something to make do, this is going to be awesome for you. Now, if 500 pounds is almost enough, but not quite enough, they do supply you with these really cool band pegs. You can put them here, bada bing, bada boom. There are 3 different points for the band down below and then 1 point here. So you can hook it up here, you can hook it up here. They finally nailed the band pegs. So these band pegs actually work super awesome. This is how you know they're listening, you guys. Look at this mag pin, it's knurled. Woo! It's a knurled mag pin, you guys. This is how you adjust the foot plate. The foot plate has 80, 90, and 100 degree adjustments. Here is your 80 degree adjustment. Here is your 90 degree adjustment. Here is your 100 degree adjustment. And with that 100 degree adjustment with the foot plate all the way back and the backrest all the way back, even at 5'2", I can get full depth. Now, even though that mag pin is magnetic, they do supply you with this just for extra safety. So you pop that in and that foot plate isn't going anywhere. Let's get pressing. Oh. I didn't even put the pad in. I just sat on a freaking metal frame. You're gonna need this for leg press, y'all. That was silly. So the back of my head, ridiculous. For the leg press foot plate, you're looking at 24 inches by almost 14 inches here. So this allows me to get right outside shoulder width. Again, I'm 5'2", so it might be a closer stance for y'all, but for me, this is a pretty wide stance. All right, guys, let's go over a last bit of important specs. Now, this has the back rest here has 4 adjustment points and it's ladder style. The old one, you used to have to do a pop pin and it was just annoying. So I really like that they changed it to a ladder style. Just makes it simple and easy to adjust. So if it's all the way back like this and you want to bring it forward, you just simply bring it forward like that. Makes adjustments way easier. And the base plate feels like really sturdy. It doesn't rock side to side. So it's beefy metal there at the ladder adjustment. And so yeah, you don't have any slippage. It feels fine. Another thing to note is that the base plate here for your hack squat is 24 inches by 28 inches, which again allows me to go right outside of my hip width for decently wide hack squats. I generally do my hack squats a little bit more narrow anyways, but for those of you that are a little taller, have longer legs, you'll be happy to know that you'll be able to get a pretty good width stance on this foot plate. A couple of things that I appreciate is where the handle placement is. So these handles, obviously, when you're pressing, are nice to hold on to. These handles are obviously in a perfect position for unracking. I don't have to reach for them. And then these handles up here are awesome for getting up and out of this unit. Makes it simple and easy to get in and out. It just seems like it's very well thought out because I've had units where, you know, I'm grabbing onto the base plate up here to get in and out. And so it's very thought out. Handles feel right. Also, there are 3 different racking points on this machine. And this obviously has to do with my personal height. This has to do with my personal height, but when I am getting it unracked from hack squat and leg press, like it just seems like I don't have to reach at all. I don't have to tippy toe off of these safety spotters. It just, when I unrack the weight, I just have to give a little bit of pressure, unrack it, and then same thing with racking it. I'm not tippy toeing and reaching for that next bracket because they are well thought out and they're about 6 inches apart. For those of you who have not owned a unit like this before, I'm going to quickly demonstrate how you transform it into a leg press to a hack squat. So on this unit, you're going to pull your magnetic pop pin here. Make sure you have pressure on this plate so it doesn't fall. You're going to lay it down, and then there is a hole. You can put this pop pin anywhere, but there's a few holes to put it. I've been putting it right here. It magnetizes to the foot plate, so it's not going to rattle around. You have to remove this when you do hack squat because if you come down on this, it will damage it. So make sure you're removing this. And then you're going to take your back pad from the leg press and transfer it here. And there is that little screw that you can tighten so that this doesn't rock around when you're doing your set. And it's simple and easy as that. You are ready for hack squat mode. You use the same rail system to unrack it, and then you're ready to rock. Let's talk about a couple of the negatives and wrap this up with my final thoughts. Now, I don't have a lot of negatives to say about this machine. I really don't. But one of them is that these shoulder pads are really uncomfortable. Laying down in the leg press, no complaints. This back pad is super comfortable, but for some reason, these shoulder pads are uncomfortable. I might end up flipping them differently so that they're closer because they rest here on the outsides of my shoulders and the padding just isn't soft enough. So, and then with the way these handles are shaped, they're kind of out in front of you instead of like to your side. And so yeah, it's just a little uncomfortable. If they were to your side, you can kind of press up against those handles and maybe make it a little bit more comfortable. But because the handles are out in front of you and all of the weight is just on your shoulders, anything over 100 pounds is a little bit uncomfortable. Another thing just to note, this isn't a negative thing, but just something that I missed previous is that this is linear bearings. It's not on rollers. So linear bearings are gonna be a little bit loud. This isn't special to GMWD or unique to GMWD. Any budget combo unit is going to be loud if they have linear bearings. So if you are in an environment that you need to be quiet, maybe just keep that in mind that these are going to be a little bit loud than something that's on rollers. Not necessarily a negative thing. The sound does not bother me when I have the music cranked up and I'm working out, but I personally don't have to be quiet. So if you're someone who has to be quiet, linear bearings are a little loud. Other than that, guys, I've been thoroughly impressed with this unit. I think it's a big upgrade from their older units, and it might even be worth, if you have their older units, if you're not utilizing the weight capacity, it might be worth upgrading, because the few things that bothered me on the old units are fixed on this unit, and I really have enjoyed this unit. If you're someone who isn't pressing super crazy heavy weights and you just need something compact to get the job done, I would definitely look into the DD09. Oh, and how could I forget? Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I'm going to keep pushing out content like this. I'm going to be posting every weekend, so be watching for my videos. If you guys end up wanting to purchase this unit, there's a link down below, so let me know if you get it. Leave a comment if you're too buff for this machine, or if you are looking into buying it. I would like to know if you get it and if you like it. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys.